हमारी बैठक ऐसे समय हो रही है जब विश्व तनावों और संघर्षों से घिरा हुआ है। ऐसे में साझा डेमोक्रेटिक वैल्यूज के आधार पर क्वाड का मिलकर साथ चलना पूरी मानवता के लिए बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण है। हम किसी के खिलाफ नहीं हैं। हम सभी एक रूल्स बेस्ड इंटरनेशनल ऑर्डर, संप्रभुता और क्षेत्रीय अखंडता के सम्मान और सभी मसलों के शांतिपूर्ण ढंग से हल निकालने का समर्थन करते हैं। फ्री, ओपन, इंक्लूसिव और प्रॉस्परस इंडो पैसिफिक हमारी साझा प्राथमिकता और साझा प्रतिबद्धता है। हमने मिलकर हेल्थ सिक्योरिटी, क्रिटिकल एंड इमर्जिंग टेक्नोलॉजीज, क्लाइमेट चेंज, कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग जैसे क्षेत्रों में कई सकारात्मक और समावेशी इनिशिएटिव लिए हैं। हमारा मैसेज साफ है, क्वाड is here to stay, to assist, to partner and to complement.
We'll be speaking shortly after the Prime Minister has in fact concluded his bilateral engagement with President Joe Biden here in Wilmington in Delaware in the United States. The Prime Minister is in the hometown of the American President. The Quad Summit has also concluded, and so have the Prime Minister's bilateral meetings with his Australian counterpart Anthony Albanese and the Japanese Prime Minister Mr. Fumio Kishida. Now, of course, the attention turns to the Prime Minister's engagements in New York. He'll be interacting with members of the Indian diaspora. Almost 24,000 people expected to be present at his Diaspora Connect event in Nassau County, in Long Island, in New York. And thereafter, of course, he'll be meeting CEOs from across industry, entrepreneurs successful in their own right, to deepen India's business engagements with the United States. We'll wait and see as to what the outcome of those meetings are as well. What's also very important to highlight is that we're in election season here in the United States of America. The Indian diaspora, the Indian community in the United States is almost 4.5 million strong. It's emerged as a very important, influential constituency and a vote bank that neither the Republicans nor the Democrats can ignore. So that's the context in which this visit on the part of the Indian Prime Minister is, of course, also being held, and his interaction with members of the Indian community in Nassau County, in Long Island, in New York. So we'll wait and see as to how that unfolds. There's tremendous anticipation in the build-up to that event, and it's been a very distinguishing feature of the Prime Minister's foreign policy outreach, his engagements with members of the Indian community to each and every country that he's visited during his 10-year-long tenure so far as the Prime Minister.
Siddharth reporting for us from the United States. Let's just catch you up with what's been happening now. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's day one in the United States has been a packed one. After receiving a grand welcome by the Indian diaspora upon his arrival in Philadelphia, the Prime Minister got down to business straight away. PM Modi met US President Joe Biden, who welcomed him to his residence in Wilmington. The two leaders hugged each other, and President Biden was seen holding PM Modi's hands and giving him a tour of his house. The bonhomie between the two was on full display. The informal meeting was followed by a bilateral meeting between the two leaders, after which Biden described the India-US partnership as stronger, closer and more dynamic than ever. Issuing a statement after the meeting, the Ministry of External Affairs of India said that discussions were focused on ways to further deepen the India-US bilateral partnership in areas of mutual interest. It further said that the two leaders exchanged views on global and regional issues, including the Indo-Pacific region and beyond. After the Quad meeting in Delaware, Modi will head to New York, where he will address a large community event in Long Island. The next day, that is on September 23, he will speak at the United Nations Summit of the Future before returning to India. His address to the Indian diaspora will take place at the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum in New York.